Hello, it's Monday and it is a new weekly reading vlog. I thought I was going to get this started before now, but I ended up forgetting. I edited and posted this week's just past vlog, and I've been on sprints all day with some friends, just background sprints to get us motivated to do stuff. And I've also filmed 2 videos, so not too shabby for 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. I've just picked up lessons in chemistry again. The video I was filming was a recommendation video, and this was the last book I recommended, and now I want to read it because I amped myself up for it. But there's a good chance that, because that's the first book in this series and it goes all the way along to the end and then down to here, there's a good chance I'll just binge the series, which will throw my entire TBR out the window. So I decided to read some more of this, even if I want to just do like another chapter or so, and then I can pick up the book I want to read. It's not that I'm not enjoying lessons in chemistry, it's just that all of a sudden I want to reread books. But I know once I start getting into lessons in chemistry, it will be fine. I've just had a tea. Kay accidentally put in cayenne pepper and chipotle paste into the same thing, and not realising they went for 2 different things, and now my mouth is on fire. She made some garlic mayo, which then tempered down the temperature, but I really want a cup of tea. I sat down and I was like, I want a cup of tea, but I'm not getting back up. It's not happening. It's not happening. Good morning, it's Tuesday. I am getting ready to go and see Katherine, Siobhan and Dani down in Edinburgh. I need to be leaving 5 minutes ago, but of course, because of the kind of person I am running late. Yeah, I just had to have those extra 15 minutes in bed. Like, I was not for getting up. But yeah, I'm almost ready to go. I just need to feed Hamish his lunch. Yeah, you're getting your lunch early. He's like, but that's not for like 4 hours. Yeah. Give Hamish his lunch, let him outside, brush my teeth, stick my jumper on, and off I pop. Yeah, I will update you later. Here comes Katy's train. Catherine's excited.
See if she ends up right down there, then I'll forget to see.
I'm getting dizzy watching the train.
Me too, I'm like, ah!
Where is she?
All I know is she's wearing leopard print overalls. And she's blonde. Did you see her? I forgot how long this train is.
It's all the way down there.
Platform 7.
Like, get in her way. She'll come round this side or something, won't she? Where is she?
That looks terrible. We're both
You got her. So I'm back at the car. I am shattered. I'm so ready to go home. Hopefully it's not going to take me too long because I'm hoping to miss rush hour. I've got my, you can't see because they're on the footwell, Blackwell's bag on the floor because yes, I did some damage. I will show you when I get home. It's not too bad. It's only 5 books. It's fine. It's fine. And I used Waterstone's points for my Waterstone's books, so it's fine. But yeah, I had a lovely day. Katherine, Dani, Siobhan and Katy are heading to Dani's now. And I will be heading home. I'm just gonna switch out my drinks for a fresh one and yeah, get cracking. I did not think I was going to be home this early, so I have no idea what we're going to do for tea, but well. Hello, I am back from Edinburgh, as you can see, and I'm home, obviously. And I'm in my jammies because I was not staying in normal clothes a minute longer than I had to. So I'm just going to show you what I got. I got 4 books at Blackwell's and 1 book at Waterstones, like I said. So first I got this at Blackwell's, which is Icebreaker, which is a sort of rom-com style book about a figure skater and a hockey player. It's kind of like there's that movie where the hockey player like helps the figure skater, so like her partner has like he's injured himself or something, so the hockey player is like, well, how hard can it be, you know, that sort of thing. And then obviously they end up romancey. I've seen this author on TikTok and she does a lot of like stuff around like hockey talk and stuff, and it's really funny, so I'm looking forward to it. Next up, what I got at Waterstones, which was A Moment of Weakness, was Atalanta by Jennifer Saint. It is a moment of weakness because I bought it because it is signed. And I already have Electra and Ariadne by Jennifer Saint, and I think both of them are also signed. I keep saying Stoneblind put me off Greek retellings, but I know Jennifer Saint is a good writer, so because it's signed I decided to pick it up and just continue with her retellings. And lastly, what I got from Blackwell's again is the Cassidy Blake trilogy. So I don't know which order these go in, but there's Bridge of Souls, Tunnel of Bones, and City of Ghosts. I think it goes City of Ghosts, Tunnel of Bones, Bridge of Souls. Or, I'm pretty sure this is the first one because it's the one set in Edinburgh. And and this one's Paris and this one's New Orleans. So I think this is actually the order. We will be reading these for the Schwab Along at some point, and they were the only Schwab books that I did not have, so when I saw them on the 3 for 2, I was like, yeah. So yeah, I now have the full set. I meant to get these in Glasgow, couldn't find them, totally forgot about them, saw them in Blackwell's and decided just to jump on the chance to grab them. So I'm very happy with my purchases. I don't know when I'll be getting, like I say, to the Cassidy Blake books because they'll be part of Schwab Along, I think either next month or like 4 months from now maybe, because Gallant's this month and I think they're wanting to do a series next month, so it'll either be the Cassidy Blake series or Vicious and Vengeful, and then Addie, and then another series, so it'll be either again Vicious and Vengeful or the Cassidy Blake, so unsure. This is more interesting. Now I know that Atalanta was raised by Artemis, or was part of the Hunters, so yeah. And I can see me reading this pretty soon because I really need some like romances to keep me going at this point. Okay, so I need to pick my next book out of my bag, and I have some people who would like to see that. So I'm gonna pop you here. Hope you don't fall over. And pick my next book just for context. I finished Lessons in Chemistry, but I will update that tomorrow because it's like, well, today, so it's 20 past midnight. That, my ass. Tori's hoping for Poison Study. Oh no, yeah, Poison Study, right. Not biased. What is it? No way.
I can't read that.
No. You watched me pull that out without looking.
Yes!
Tori's happy.
You can read my companion.
Just a second. No way. I'm so...
Burn the witch.
That is
Burn the
absolutely
witch.
mental. So, this is Poison Study by Maria V. Snyder, who is one of Tori's favourite authors, and this is one of Tori's favourite series, and this book was actually given to me by Vicky. So yeah, looks like I'll be reading Poison Study next. I could not have planned that better. There's literally, like, there's, like, a
I
whole...
love that you're proving.
Like, the whole bag is full of, like, other book, like... Out of my entire TBR, the fact that I pulled Poison Study, I had a feeling, I said to those guys, I was like, do you want me to pull it while you're on sprint? And Tori was like, you just want my reaction if you pull Poison Study, and I was like, yeah. And then I pulled Poison Study. That's really weird. So yeah, I don't know much about this. I know it's about a character called Yelena, and it's a fantasy.
Starts the whole book in the prison. She's killed someone, and if you kill anyone in Ixia, you do not get to live. You end up in the prison.
And she becomes the poison taster?
Dies,
Oh, food
the
taster.
next person set up to be murdered and to die is given the position of either die by your hanging or be the commander's food taster until you die. Pretty much.
So that should be interesting. But that Today is the day of miracles. That is absolutely bananas. That's mad. Tori's very happy. She's dancing. We won't turn you around again. Tori's very, very happy. I don't know how to do this.
I just read the other one.
Yeah, Maria sent her a copy of Poison. No, The Study of Poisons, which is this from another character's point of view. So, she's been reading that for the past couple of weeks. Wasn't quite that, but like she got it. I know she got it at the start of April, and it's now the 12th of April. So like,
I finished it on my birthday.
True. So yeah, I will update you on lessons in chemistry tomorrow. I need to go to bed, as do these three, because we're all shattered and we're all up early tomorrow. Isn't that right?
Always.
So I'll speak to you tomorrow. Apparently he's on the hunt for something. Oh, what do you smell? Here, Siobhan. No, that's too interesting, Mum. Come on. Come on, you. Hello. Today has turned into a bit of a nightmare. I look in absolute state, so apologies for that. But that just reflects how the day's been. So got my car in for its MOT. Got it back. Fine. Ended up napping when I got back from dropping it off because I was absolutely shattered. I decided after the Schwab along and partially during the Schwab along to edit my video for tomorrow, and see about trying to get that uploaded today so that I could be ready for tomorrow. And of course my editing software just would not do it. And I mean, I tried and it wouldn't. It froze the entire computer several times. So I went, bugger it, and downloaded a new editing software. And after getting to the end of editing, what is now a 42.5-minute video. It was like, oh, by the way, there's going to be a watermark. Told me that afterwards. It was like, or you can pay to have the watermark taken off. And I was like, screw you. Like, I've just spent the better part of 2 hours, at least, editing this video. And now it's going to take, it's exporting now, because I was like, bugger it, because the watermark's really, like, the watermark's quite small. So I was like, fine. We'll do it with the watermark, because I'm not editing this video again. And now it's 49% through. Exporting, it says it's got 28 minutes left. And I am so close to, like, snapping and breaking down, because editing this video has been a total pain. Like, this has been the worst video to edit, other than that one video that crashed and I lost everything and it took me like hours to recover. This has been the worst. I'm seriously considering trying my old software again to see if it works, but I don't know, hopefully this will just work. I don't know why everything's just breaking on me. I'm ready to crack. Like, I'm ready to just break down at this point, because why does it have to break? Like, why does it have to not work? Like, it's been working for months, and today it decides that it's gonna just not work. And I know I look crazy, because this is how I feel. I've been freaking out for the past like several hours. So Rob Long started at 7:30. I started editing during that. It's now 11:15. And my video's still not ready for tomorrow. I thought I was doing so well, getting so far ahead, filming 2 videos, and then this one's just not gonna, if this doesn't end up going up tomorrow, I'm gonna be so annoyed. So wish me luck. I also said I was gonna update you on lessons in chemistry today, and I totally forgot. So I'm trying to find an angle where the lighting doesn't make me look like I've aged several years during editing, but I look how I feel, basically. So lessons in chemistry, I feel has been done dirty with how it's been sort of marketed. So it's marketed as this female scientist in the 60s does a cooking show, and that's not it at all. That only happens about halfway through. What it is almost like sometimes it reads like a non-fiction, but it's not. But it's Elizabeth Zott. It's her life through her time at university, and very quickly in and out of university. Like, she leaves before she finishes because of her mentor, and then she starts working at this science lab, meets this man named Calvin, and it's kind of like, it's a very like stepped back love story, because they're both very like blunt and like just don't get it. So they like, it's their relationship, and then something happens, and then it's how she's dealing with it. But the whole thing is basically about Elizabeth and about how she handles all these obstacles that she comes across as a woman. Just, she has everything against her. She is a single, unmarried mother who wants to study chemistry, is more intelligent than most of the men she meets. It's like, she has so many things, so many barriers, and she is determined to break them, but it also has an effect on her mentally. I was describing this last night to Vicky and Bobby and Tori, and I did such a good job, and today it's just all gone. But it's very much a look at this woman's life, and it's very much a study of the barriers that women had to face. And this one woman who refuses to accept the status quo, she refuses to accept that she is below men, that men are the better, and she tries to empower other women through doing that, through being who she is, and through the TV show, teaching them chemistry, teaching them life skills that are not just cooking. She gives them the confidence to reach out and grab those goals that they think they can't. There's one woman who's like, I want to be a heart surgeon. She's like, well, why don't you? She's like, oh, I couldn't. Why? Because you're a woman. Well, yeah. She's like, no, do it. Go for it. She's like, the only person stopping you is you. Like, just don't care about other people's opinions. And I love it. I love Elizabeth. I think she's a fantastic character. I cried at the end of it. I cried so much at the end of it. I loved it so much. So yeah, it's not the easiest read, but it's worth it. And I really enjoyed it. Next, as you saw, I picked The Poison Study from my bag. I also want to read A Quick Bite because I was recommending it on my video and made me want to read it. So yeah, I'm gonna go now. I need to get a cup of tea, some more painkillers, and maybe you know, a rope, because today has been a day. Hello, I'm in bed with apparently weird hair bits. I just come off sprints with Tori and Bobby, and I've decided to come to bed to read more of A Quick Bite. I am roughly halfway through. It doesn't look like halfway through, but like there's a bit at the end about book clubs and stuff like that, except from another book, so I'm about halfway through. So I've come through to bed to sit somewhere comfy and finish, or not finish, do some reading. I'm so tired. Today has been a long day. Everything hurts, and it's been a day. Hopefully I'll be feeling a bit better tomorrow. I feel a lot better, even just now. I've like washed my face and things and changed into fresh jammies. It just makes me feel a bit better. Still need to wash my hair, but I can wait. It's just hair. Like, it can get washed another time. It's not the most important thing to wash, and when I have such low energy levels, it's not ever my priority. I'm so tired. I'm not tired enough I could go to sleep, but I'm gonna read for a while and see how I feel. Hello, it's Friday. I have been not doing too much. I finished my book. I've already put it upstairs. Oh my god, I put it back on my shelves as well. Not even in my thing for my wrap up. So I've picked up the next one, which is Love Bites. I am currently only like 8 pages in. I only just started it. And then I had to deal with Hamish's face having, like, we needed to cut some mats out of it because he's really hard to brush it. He doesn't like getting his face brushed, which is understandable. And we've had him for like years and he's never ever taken to it. But when he has a drink or has something to eat, he rubs his face on things, so it gets all tangled up, and it really, because he was really not, like, we tried detangler and we've tried, like, so this time it just wouldn't brush out or detangle, so I just cut out chunks of his hair and he got a wee trim on his face so that he could see again. And so it's been a fun day. Then we took him on a walk just to give him a break. Then we'll be getting a shower soon. So yeah, it has been what feels like a very long day. If I'm being honest, I'm tired. I am sore. Kay is sore and also tired. I have decided, thanks to Tori's pushing, that I will do a Poison Study vlog. But that also means I'm going to need space on my phone, so I need to get videos uploaded and edited before I can delete them on my phone and then start my other one. So I can't actually start Poison Study until I've edited my other videos, and because my editing software is down and the new editing software is being a pain in the arse, I'm unclear on what to do. So that's fine. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just do some reading, maybe see about doing some editing later. Like, the whole website for the editing software I was using is down, so I can't even like reinstall it or anything, because I had to uninstall. I uninstalled it because it was taking up 135 megabytes. I'm not entirely sure, but it was like most of my computer's memory. So yeah, God knows what I'm gonna do. It is now Friday night. Yeah, Saturday tomorrow. And I finished Love Bites. Definitely, you can definitely tell the difference from one book to the other. And this has got the epilogue starts Bastian's story, which I love, and obviously just says about Lucerne, and Kate. I always get Lucerne and Lucien mixed up, but Lucerne is like one of the siblings, one of Marguerite's. So we go by Marguerite being like the cornerstone. Lucerne is her son. Lucien is her brother-in-law, so his Lucerne's uncle. Yeah, it's like 11:30, so I'm gonna go to bed soon. Hamish has decided to stay with me. Hamish. 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 Hi. Hi. Hamish has decided. Hamish has decided to stay with me instead of going to bed, which is cute because he loves his bed. He's so cute. But I think I'm gonna go to bed now anyway. I think he knew that. So I'm just gonna grab my water and go to bed. Hello, it's now Saturday. I can't remember what I last updated, but I have been on sprints with Tori for the last 5 hours. It's now 7 o'clock and we are just coming to the end of the next sprint. I've got a minute left, so I'll use that time to talk to you. So my plan today was to start Single White Vampire, but I also needed to edit my romance recommendation part 2. Thankfully, my original editing software has started to work again, so I edited on that. Unsure what happened there, but I got it all fixed. So I edited that, I made my thumbnail, I got that up, I've had my dinner, and watched the most recent Mini Minute Man video, which wasn't like an hour long, and then I started watching some other videos on YouTube during the sprint, but hopefully next time I might get started on Single White Vampire, because this is the one that I'm really, really excited about. Hello, it's Sunday evening, about to turn to Monday, I think, and I am not feeling great. I don't look great. Like, I look ill. Actually, I don't know, I feel like I look ill. And I feel ill. My chest is really sore. Breathing feels laboured. And I thought I saw somebody outside and there was just a reflection of a light. And here, never mind. I've just finished Single White Vampire. Again, this is one of my favourites in this entire series. It is just an absolute comedy of errors. Like, at every stage something goes wrong. And I realised it's written in the way that's similar to The Martian. So, like, for example, the end of this chapter. But maybe tonight wouldn't be so bad. The start of the next chapter. It was awful. Like, the chapters end and start like that quite consistently through this book. So, like, there'll be one statement at the end of it and then the contradictory statement at the start of the next chapter when they're actually experiencing the thing. I just think this book's an absolute hoot. I was laughing hysterically on Sprint last night to the point where people were like, "Are you okay?" And it was just because a really funny part of the book.
At the sink, and I opens the kitchen door again, so he drops it. The glass smashes. The blood's going down the sink. And he's like turns around. He's can't. All he can hear is the blood dripping down the thing because it's his last thing of blood. And she's talking, and he's like, "Yes." And she's like, "Okay," and walks away. And he's like, "What did I just agree to?" Shopping. Grocery shopping. But before that, sorry, I forgot. What was the other thing? Oh no. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like she makes some tea before they go through to the living room where Denny's like bedrooms, blah blah blah. And she's like, "Do you take milk?" And he's like, "No." And she's like, "Well, I do." And goes to open the fridge, which has obviously got the blood in it. So he like, I think he's across the thing, and he's like, "Don't have milk." It's just so.
She's having a great time.
I was only like 30 pages in, and then there's a whole thing with a cod piece, and it's funny. And if anybody Googles that, it is set in modern times. They're at a Renaissance ball. That's why he's wearing a cod piece. I'm just getting ready to go to bed. I'm going to have to take some painkillers and hope that I don't feel as bad in the morning when I wake up. God, look at the bags under my eyes. This is unreal. I feel horrendous. Thankfully, I don't feel as bad yet as when I had COVID, because that was just like full body pain. And I'm used to pain, and when I tell you that was bad, it was bad. But yeah, I've just finished Single White Vampire. I will next be starting Tall, Dark and Hungry, which is Bastian's story. So this was Lucerne's story. Lucerne and Kate. So the first one is Luciana and Greg, second one's Etienne and Rachel. This one is Lucerne and Kate, and this one is Bastien and Kate's cousin, who is Terry. I do love this one as well because this introduces Vincent, who is present in the next story. So like because the books are all based around this family, they're obviously like in this one, Bastien and Etienne and Luciana, Marguerite were all visiting Lucerne and speaking blah blah blah, so you get to know them a little bit in this, and then Vincent is introduced in this because the next one, which I cannot remember the name of the next one, is Vincent's story. I don't remember it, but I know that it's a red and black cover. And I think it's Vicky is the name of his life mate. But this is Bastien and Terry, and it's again one of the ones I really like because they're in this one again. I think is quite a comedy of errors. So they're in the penthouse in New York, yes, and the Bastien lives in. It's technically the family one, so there's like 5 bedrooms because there's like Marguerite, who's their mum, and then 4 siblings. So there's 5 rooms in this penthouse. But because they're getting ready for Kate and Lucerne's wedding, her best friend and cousin Terry is in town, and one of her friends, Chris, who you see in this, who's an editor with Kate, he's there, and Vincent is starting in a play in New York, so he's been told by Marguerite he can stay there. So Bastien's got himself, like he normally just is by himself, and he's like a hermit, kind of like Lucerne was. So now he's suddenly got Vincent, who cannot drink bagged blood. He can't use bagged blood because him and his dad have this thing where there's an enzyme in blood that dies when it leaves the body, and they cannot survive without that enzyme. So if they drink from blood bags, it would be like eating nothing. They're getting the bulk, but they're not getting the sort of goodness that they need. So it's very dangerous. So he has to still bite people, and he keeps saying he's gonna bite Terry. Like he keeps like, it's really funny. He's not doing it in a serious way. Like you can tell he's trying to wind Bastien up. Bastien can't tell that he's trying to wind him up. So he's like, I need to protect Terry, and all this time obviously he's falling for her. And Chris is just like stuck in the middle of this. Chris has no clue what's going on. Terry has no clue what's going on. Bastien's trying to be like this fantastic host to Terry, while also like trying to run this company and be the best man at the wedding and do all this stuff, and it's just like, he is so funny. I really do. I love Bastien and Lucerne are 2 of my favourite characters. Bastien you see in a lot more because he runs the Argenu company, like the Argenu Limited, Argenu something. I can't remember what it's called, but so he's in quite a lot of it because he deals with like the blood bank and the science side of it and all the shipping, the farming, everything that the company sort of oversees. Bastien is part of it, so Bastien's in quite a lot of the books, so you get to know him quite well. And yeah, this is his story, so I'm looking forward to it. This book though had better days, like it's all crooked and oh well. Anyway, I'm just finishing up this vlog. Thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna go to bed. I hope that I feel well tomorrow, but we shall see in next week's vlog if I survive this flu, which I am 99% is what's happening right now. I should dig out if I have any COVID tests and take a COVID test, but I do not feel good. I do not feel good. So, wish me luck. Thank you for watching the video. Also, I also hit 200 subscribers. I'm now over 200 subscribers. I'm on like 204. So, just like thank you all for being here and for everybody that watches. Yeah, I'm shocked that 200 people want to watch me. So, thank you. And yeah, I'm gonna go to bed because I'm just getting to the stage where I'm just rambling now. But links and everything in the description if you want any free trials or anything on me. There is a boost this week, the week that I'm making this, and into next week where you're getting extra off Gusto. It's like 70%. So my link's down below for that. If not, it's the standard like 50. It goes between like 55 and 65% off. So have got that. I use Gusto quite a lot. And yeah, I suppose I should say subscribe and like and all that jazz. I'm really not good at this. I'm gonna go. Good night. Bye bye. See you next time.